it is explore. Like it says on my hat, explore. A madman rushing into work like a crazy person. At the end of yesterday, it was decided that it would be Bad Bunny. So it would be Bad Bunny for, suppose you're just showing off just because you have a turquoise Lamborghini Huracan. And like, hello guys. I hope it's a good start to the week for you. As for me, it is explore. Like it says on my hat, explore. That's how I start my week. It is 9:08 a.m. and today is Monday the 29th. Speaking about bears, another story, but we have discussed through mail on this topic, and it is not from the Storytime page of Facebook. In fact, it's a video that I found. It has come up in a number of articles about a grizzly bear that was found in a parking lot in Russia. I'm like, wow, imagine encountering a predator in a parking lot. Well, fathomably anywhere, but in a parking lot, like, holy shit. Basically, it was some footage that was taken from a CCTV camera where one guy was getting in his car just like it's any other day. Well, the bear did not attack, but he was close. What's so crazy is that the driver barely escaped the bear attack. Like, he got in the car, closed the door, and the moment that he closed the door, the bear grabbed onto the vehicle, and it was just crazy. Well, in April, there had been a story of a bear sneaking into a mall in Connecticut during the night hours. Like, it was so close that at this stage you just need to act like how you would start a Koenigsegg engine, which in a speed test it takes up to 1.9 seconds for it to reach 60 miles per hour. That's even faster than the Corvette C8, which would get up to that speed in 2.8 seconds, and the Lamborghini Huracan, which would get up to the same speed in 2.4 seconds. It's like a madman rushing into work like a crazy person. Imagine the speed of light, or even calculating the speed of light. Like measuring milliseconds, microseconds, nanoseconds. Like, it's one of those so close call moments, you know, that even a scientist can measure a microsecond. Like, you know, when I used to have driving lessons, on one of the days I had come to a red traffic light, but because I was on the right lane, I had the option to make the right turn, but there was another guy that had a red light and was almost hitting me, and it was so crazy. Like, we had a shouting match over that, well, me and my instructor, and I was baffled. It baffled me so much to that kind of thinking, is that guy pretending to be in Grand Prix or whatever, that kind of shit. Like, just like that example I gave, like one man rushing to work like a crazy person. Still in panicky mode, but yeah, like on the day that I took my driving test and I passed, I was so glad that I got the process done and over with after fighting for it for a big portion of time. Let's see what's up on Coast, because I know for a fact that there's a lot of talks about the NFL and the halftime show for, well, as well as some rumors in the last few days based on the halftime show for Super Bowl 60. Super Bowl 59's halftime show was hosted by Kendrick Lamar. Despite numerous rumors of the halftime show being hosted by Adele and Taylor Swift, at the end of yesterday it was decided that it would be Bad Bunny. So it would be Bad Bunny for the halftime show in Super Bowl 60. That will be fun. It has been debated a lot through the media, and at its highest point, just in the last 3 days, like, people were shouting, like, shouldn't really say it like that, but rather making exclamations as such, like, it should be that guy, it should be that. Like, it's been debated a lot. It's been getting a lot heated on the media. And then at the end of yesterday, they had announced that Bad Bunny is going to be performing for Super Bowl 60. Well, I like it. It's going to be some fun pop, and I like it like that, huh? But yeah, I mean, like, suppose you're just showing off just because you have a turquoise Lamborghini Huracan, and I'm like, hell yeah, I like it like that. Well, if you're a music enthusiast like me, then that shall be fun. Because why not? The other day on the radio, I heard a podcast where they not only discuss but also have fun, like it's all laughs and make jokes kind of thing, discussing. And this is going back to Taylor Swift, by the way, like which Taylor era was your favorite kind of thing, because later this week, I assume a new album of hers is expected to come out. What was it called? The Life of a Showgirl. What a dedicating title. First for. Yeah, certainly there was a lot that was special about that one. And I just, I was, but this area has been on construction for a big part of the day. Road pavements and all that. And there was one neighborhood as well that had been blocked for a few hours because of pavement work. Well, now it is 3:06 as we get later in the day, and it's a good time to do a walk. Yeah, why not? Why not move my legs around a bit? Went for a good walk. It is September 29th, and for some reason it still does not feel like fall. Does it look like fall to you at all? If I would have asked this 3 days ago, then that would be an easy yes. But not yet, and good thing not yet. And sometimes giving too quick of an answer can make you lost. Just like that Pools game on Steam. You know, I had a look at a video at the end of yesterday where you walk through a pool. It's an eerie atmosphere and there's no one to help, and it's all quiet and you're by yourself. Imagine there being a movie of that. Suppose like a Mission Impossible movie where you're stuck in a big hall where there's a bunch of swimming pools, some of you big swimming pools that would take you to a whole different area, and some others that you'd find a water slide. But let's say you have 6 hours to find the way out of that creepy building. Let's just say it's a door, so you had 6 hours to find the right door that would take you out of that creepy pool room. And if you can't get out within 6 hours, you're dead. Just like a Squid Game challenge, you know? Well, still a good day here in this squirrel-prone park. What the? What is this guy on a chase for? A bird, a hummingbird? There's another. That was funny. Oh, that's a good one. Yo. Yeah, could only get a few seconds of that. Well, they're so fast that it's hard to catch it. Whoa, look at what they got up here. They got Chucky. Got Chucky in the balcony there. That's scary as hell. Well, the spooky time of the year is coming up as we're one day away from October. Yeah, just to get back on topic, by the way, they like to be fast and snitch, just like Terry when he gets curious. And also we have a dog in this neighborhood that has the same kind of characteristic. Not like a corgi type, but a golden retriever, in fact. And yeah, because when I was doing a walk around the time of dusk yesterday, I had come up to that family with that golden retriever, and when I saw Chucky on that balcony, I was so satisfied. But you know, they're a family, and there was a baby, like 2 or 3 years old, and he was so frightened, not knowing that it's a movie character. And here is a view of Chucky right here. There's a pumpkin next to it, but it's still good enough with Chucky in it. That is so freaking scary. And about that dog, so last week I heard from one of our neighbors. Her name is Kelly, and she's just like Terry, but rather in a picky way. She's just so picky as well about when to follow whoever comes in her way. 2 Mondays ago, on the 15th, when I was about to drive myself to the fitness center, from the point that I got out of the house, the dog was gently sitting outside the garage, unleashed, and the garage door was open. I came out to her. She didn't care. She didn't do a thing. And the following Monday, it was the same story, but just when I was about to get into my car, she ran up to me and made me think, really? What do you want from me? Like, I ain't your brother. Oh, I'm in here to look at some of the spooky stuff here. Wow, check that out. A skeleton dragon. And beware dead inside. Just like an ICU room. You just found a Friday the 13th at Camp Crystal Lake. So if you end up in Crystal Lake, beware of that masked Jason. Yeah, I can tell handprints. Just imagine a forest where there's a bunch of warning signs saying beware of wolves, bears, mountain lions, but the real danger turns out to be a lunatic named Jason. Look at that. Wooden houses. Some of them being in the form of a birdhouse and wooden castles. Wow. I love those. And just about does it for this creative Monday. Where are we now? September 29th. So we only got one more day left of September, and then is going to be the start of the festive quarter. Why do I say it like that? Because we're going to have Halloween in October, Thanksgiving in November, and Christmas in December. Like, that's how the year goes. And as well, stop by at Turkey for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I would rather give it a good 3 weeks. Oh man, there are just some days that show the bitter truth that 2025 has been an insane year of my life. It's like the good, the bad, and the ugly. Like that Clint Eastwood song. All the good things are happening, but all the bad things as well. Alright guys, so I'm going to conclude it for today's vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Bye.